ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमः सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's session. Today we'll be continuing Nectar of Instruction, the Nectar of Devotion. Seventh chapter, there is some pending topics are there. Those will finish and then we'll start the eighth chapter of Nectar of Devotion today. Let me share my screen. Sadhaka, first foremost thing he has to accept a bona fide spiritual master. Under his guidance only he has to do Suddha Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti, Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So he cannot do the whimsically under his shelter. He should be in association of devotees and do the various limbs of the Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. And also you should serve the spiritual master for the sake of doing the sadhana. He should be prepared to give up everything material for Krishna's satisfaction. Anything, because he has Anyabhilasha Sunyam. That means he doesn't have any desires other than pleasing Krishna. Because of this, any extent he go, that means for betterment of the sadhana, and he can go any extent for the sake of his sadhana, he can leave anything which is not, which may be interest to him, but he is ready to leave that. And whichever is not liking, that also he can accept. He should accept. Because once he come to the stage of sadhana bhakti, which is the part of Suddha Bhakti. Suddha Bhakti means Sanyapilashya Sunyam. That means, what is the entry door for the Suddha Bhakti? The entry door for Suddha Bhakti is purely, that means strong sadhana, Uttama sadhana. Uttama sadhana is the entry door. So he should, Uttama Shraddha. So Uttama Shraddha means strong Shraddha. What is symptom of strong Shraddha is surrenderance. So that's why, since he surrendered to the Lord, there are six angas of the surrenderance. Anukulyasya sankalpaha, pratikulyasya varjanam, rakshayishyati iti viswasaha, goptrupte varnanam, karpanyam atmanivedanam. These are the six limbs of Sharanagati. I will write those. One second. There are six limbs of Sharanagati. Anukulyasya sankalpaha, pratikulyasya varjanam, rakshayishyati iti viswasaha. Goptrutve varnanam, karpanyam atmanivedanam. What it mean? Anukulyasya sankalpaha, accepting those which are pleasing to Krishna, and rejecting. Varjana means rejecting those which are not pleasing to Krishna. Rakshayishyati swasa means belief. Krishna will save me. So such a belief. Goptrutyavananam means selecting Krishna as savior. Karpanya means thinking self as a menial, as a menial servant of Krishna. And Atmanivedanam means submitting whole body and senses and everything. First and foremost, one should have belief that Krishna will save me. So then after that, whatever is liking to Krishna, that only I will do. Whatever is not liking to him, that I don't do. How do you know that Krishna is liking or not liking? You should know that from the Guru and Sadhu and Shastra. Guru and Sadhu and Shastra. Krishna is whatever he likes, that you will be doing, and whatever he is not liking, that you will not do. And you like one should select Krishna as the savior, not the anything else. And one thing himself as a menial in front of Krishna, as a menial servant of Krishna, and submitting whatever he has, offering that to the Lord. So these are the six limbs. If one comes to the stage of the Uttama Shraddha means he is developing these things fully. That means he is full faith. He has that Krishna will save me, and that's why he will be doing whatever is liking for Krishna. That means Krishna, what he likes, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam. These are the direct devotional services he'll be doing 24 hours. So once if he reach to this place, and as per the direction of Guru, so how to know what Anga should be done, how much time Kirtan, how much time Shravan, how much time Archanam, then he will be so taking the shelter of the Guru and under his direction for pleasing Krishna, he'll be doing that. And he'll be rejecting whatever is not pleasing to Krishna. All those things which are not pleasing to Krishna, so he'll be rejecting. And Goptrutve Varnanam. So even he has he select Krishna as his savior. No one else. Even if he get diseases, externally to not to expose the glories of the bhakti, he may take the medicine, but his faith is there only in the so Krishna. By Krishna's mercy only this medicine will work. And such a so way he select Krishna, and he karpanyam. He is feeling he is useless in front of Krishna. He is nothing. He is a just an insect, lesser than that. So in front of Krishna. So these things he'll be and Atmanivedanam, whatever the body, this hand and legs and all, only for Krishna's service. And he'll be doing all the time Krishna's service. His legs are walking to reach to Krishna and see. His eyes are only meant for serving the Krishna and seeing him. His ears are there to hear the Krishna's pastimes. His mouth is there to speak the glories of the Lord. And his hands are there to clean his temple and to serve him, to do the service to him. And his mind is there to think about him all the time. Like that, everything he is dedicating for Krishna. No self-interest. So that is beginning of the pure devotion. Like that one, he is submitting everything, and then with that intensity, you will be doing bhakti. That is the Suddha sadhana bhakti. But before reaching to this Uttama sadhana, people might be having the some, sorry, before coming to Uttama Shraddha, sorry, sadhana, I'm saying Uttama Shraddha. So before coming to here, so people who are here, they have some Shraddha. So because of, as per the Shraddha, that much only faith they have. So their faith reflects the how much Viswasa, that means faith, belief, how much belief they have on Krishna that he will save. If they have less faith, means less belief, then he will be depending on Krishna only some extent. Maybe, so he say by the mouth, Krishna will save, but he is always thinking that my this money will save, or my boss will save, my this save, that save. So me, so this is the under inside it will be going on. That means as much as his faith increases, that much surrenderance he gets. So that's why all these six will increase. All these six limbs of Sharanagati, six limbs of Sharanagati are directly proportional to the amount of faith he developed. He has more faith means more Sharanagati. That means he has all these six more. So this is the, so that's why whoever are here gradually should reach towards this direction. For that, faith has to be increased. Shraddha has to be become strong. Faith means Shraddha. It should become strong. So here in this lecture, if we are seeing what he's saying, sorry, in this being prepared to give up everything material for Krishna satisfaction. Everything material, whatever is there, you should ready to give up everything. Everything means everything. Don't keep anything with you. If we have less Shraddha, then we keep something with us. Oh, maybe I need this building. I need maybe this bank balance. And this will be saving. So, like this consciousness is tracking somewhere else. But everything, give up everything material for Krishna's satisfaction. Prabhupada writes the words we should take as it is. So, the person who comes to the stage of this, the person who comes to the stage of so Drashraddha, he is ready to give up everything. Everything he gives up, parents, wealth, house, properties, everything he gives up. So only he will become servant of Krishna. Like Prabhupada, he gave up his wife, he gave up his four children, he gave up his business, he gave up his house, he gave up his village, he gave up his country, and he is just there to be instrument of the Lord. This is pure devotion. So with this intensity, one should do the Shravanam Kirtanam. And one should come to this stage. But before one is having the very little Shraddha, so then as per, he may give little, maybe he has millions of worth of the business. Maybe he might be giving the 1% of that. Because he has only that much. He feels that these are all needed for me. And material he cannot give up. So material things he is not able to give up because he doesn't have faith. So that's why one has to hear more and more Krishna's glories and try to give up everything material for Krishna's service. So if I give up everything, then who will maintain my body? Krishna is saying that I will maintain your body. Do you have doubt on me? So I Rakshishyati Viswasa. You should have faith on me. I will save you. So this depends how much, what is the demarcation, how much will one keep with him. So that depends upon the amount of faith he has. The amount of how much money Prabhupada was having. Only few bucks, maybe 14 rupees he has. And he went to US. He was not having any millions and billions of rupees. So for 10 days money also he doesn't have. When he went to foreign US, he doesn't have so money to so that he can survive for the 10 days or 15 days or 20 days. No. Some little money he was having. So that's all. That is the faith. So Krishna will save me. Raksha Ishyati. You have full faith on the Krishna. So that is the pure devotion. Full faith. So what are the other limbs? The other limbs are residing in a sacred place. So Prabhupada was residing on he left house and everything. He went to Vrindavan. And he was staying in that Radha Damodar Mandir. He left everything. He also old. He didn't think that, oh, I'm old man. So let me, my children should be with me and let them serve me. So I earn money and let them take and they will maintain me. Did he think like that? His children is going to save him and his family is going to maintain him, his body? No. My Lord will maintain me. This is the faith actually. One should have this kind of faith on the Lord. So with this Rakshayishiti Vishwasaha, and even if one stays in the house, he is just staying to serve the Lord completely. Otherwise, there is no point of staying in the house. If anyone stay in the house, that means if we want to do pure devotion, as per the Rupa Goswami, if you want to do like that, so Anyabhilasha Sunyam means he dedicate everything, make the whole house as a temple, and use everything, whatever is there in your house for the service of Krishna. What else is there? Everything belongs to Krishna. Who are you actually? It's not yours. Are you the proprietor? When Brahmaji saw the creation actually, so he is telling in the second canto, sixth chapter, we are seeing. So Brahmaji is saying to his son, Narada Muni, oh my dear Narada, I don't see anything which is not belong to the Lord here. Everything is belongs to him. And everything is manifesting from his energies only. So that's why all these trees, all this land, and all this sky, water, oceans, everything is belongs to him. And he is the supreme. And I am not the supreme creator. I am just following his directions and I am just creating whatever he has created. I am just an insignificant personality in front of him. And he is my master and he is the creator and I am just a follower. I am just a servant of him. And this is the realization of Brahmaji even after doing this so much creation. What was the realization? He is thinking that he is nothing. This should be the consciousness of the devotee. So he has to dedicate everything for Krishna's service. Even his body, you should not think that your senses are there to enjoy. Okay, now I am getting some free time. Let me enjoy my body and let me have some kind of the entertainment and let me watch this movie and that movie. You should not think like that. You are thinking that your eyes are yours and your body is yours and you want to enjoy that. Then it is a false. You are not in the pure devotion actually. Then you are thinking that other than Krishna's pleasing, so you have something else to please yourself. Anya Abhilasha Sunyam is not there. Anya Abhilasha Sunita means every activity is for the Krishna's pleasure. Even we are drinking, eating, why? To enjoy ourselves? No. So to please Krishna actually. So that this body is all the time engaged in the service of the Lord. 24 hours in the service of the Lord. Okay. This should be the consciousness of a devotee. If someone is not in this level and he has some kind of striking somewhere else, then he is doing the mixed devotion. He is not doing the pure devotion. He is not doing the pure sadhana. Residing in a sacred place. So that's why by staying in the house, when you dedicate everything for Krishna's service, then that is also sacred place. But if you have something for your own enjoyment, only you are using certain things for maintaining your body and soul together. You made the opulently for the Krishna's enjoyment, and you are on this corner, on that house in a corner. Like how the Mother Devhuti she was staying in her opulent house given by her husband. Kardam Muni created such a big palace for her. After hearing these pastimes from the Kapila Dev, after hearing the philosophy, Bhakti philosophy from the Kapil Dev, what was the consciousness of the Devahuti? Mother Devahuti, everything, even she is staying in such a big opulent house. So she said that everything for the Krishna service, and she stopped enjoying for her senses. No, no maid servants help and nothing, and she is just sleeping on a small mat and thinking herself as a servant of that Lord. This should be the consciousness of a devotee, actually. No self pleasure, no. Every minute you have to think. Every second and every minute should be the enjoyment of the Krishna. How to please Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. Not that the 1 hour, 2 hour, if I do, then my job is over. Now let me use my body and my senses for my enjoyment, for my sense gratification. This is not Krishna consciousness. This is a material consciousness. This is not the sadhana. This is a mixed, actually. Next, accepting only what is necessary. So this sadhaka is accepting only that. He is accepting only that, so that he can maintain this body. Only that means even behind that also while eating. So to maintain this body, he'll be eating. While eating also, he never think that, oh, I am getting the maja. I will enjoy. My enjoyment is there. No, no, not like that. No enjoyment of this self-enjoyment will not be there. So while eating the prasadam also, he should be thinking as a service to the Lord. It should be a service. It is not for your sense gratification. If you think it is for your sense gratification, you are feeling that I am enjoying, my senses are happy. That means you should enjoy in what way? You should enjoy it's the remnants of the Krishna and it's my service and my Lord ate and I am respecting that and I am honoring that. If that is a consciousness, then that is the right consciousness of eating the prasadam. But if you think, oh, nice dishes and wow, nice, and whatever liking for you, you are made it and just to not to get any sin, you offer to him and you are eating, then that is not pure consciousness. You're just thinking that Krishna is a factory, cleaning factory. In the factory, you put it, and so material food is going to become spiritualized by he will accept, and then after that I eat, and so that I will not get sin. What is this consciousness? Is it a right consciousness? It's not right. There is no anyabhilasha sunyam here. You want to be free from the sin, or otherwise you want to serve the Lord. What is your consciousness? In the beginning, you might be said, in the beginning days, you might be said that, so you should not eat anything without offering Krishna, so otherwise you will get sin. But for the neophytes, you will say like this. But now you are the student of NOD, and now you are the Bhakti Shastri. Now you are learning from this course what? You have to change your consciousness. You are not eating to, so that means so that Krishna, you are not offering to the Lord just to be free from the sin. No, because if I eat without offering, then I may get sin. That's why I will offer. This is the right consciousness. This is wrong. There is no anyabhilasha sunyam in this. That means you want to free from the sin. That's why you're offering. That is a mood. Wrong mood that is. You have to offer to the Lord to please Him. And He should enjoy that. And whenever you will take it back, and you just, my Lord, just enjoyed this. His remnants. And you are honoring that. And that should be the consciousness. One should not accept more than necessary if he is serious about discharging devotional service. So unnecessarily he is keeping so many allegations. That means atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasangascha laulyam cha shadbir bhaktir vinashyati. Atyahar. A business karunga, I will do this business, I will do that business, I will earn this way, I will earn that way. No. One should not become atyahara. That means he should not over enduring anything. No. Simple living, high thinking. One should earn that much so that he can just to maintain body and soul together. That's all. Not more than that. That one can get by begging also. Yes. And grihasthas, so like us, we should beg. Brahmacharis and sannyasis, they should beg. And just don't go for the comforts. Just whatever you beg and they get and eat it, and just you have to engage your whole all body and your senses for pleasing Krishna by spreading the glories, his glories, and telling about and his glories to everyone. And that should be your business. The people who are the devotees, the brahmacharis, renounced people. And grihasthas earn simple life, follow simple life, so not sinful life. It should be simple life. And so earn to which is useful for your body and soul together to maintain that much. And engage the time in service of the Lord. All the time you try to please the Lord. Lord senses by spreading his glories, by distributing his books, by doing the kirtan, by doing the sankirtan yajna. And fasting on Ekadasis. This is also one of the limb of the 64 items. Must, you should do, one must do the Ekadasi Vrata. No excuse for this. Until unless if is severely deceased or someone is pregnant woman, so they might be, and children who are less than 5 years, so for them, okay. But for others, it's a must. And respecting the banyan tree, and this banyan tree one should respect because is a vibhuti of the Lord. Because of that, one should respect and one should leave the company of non-devotees. It's a must actually. From here onwards, we will be seeing not accepting unfit disciples, constructing many temples, or regarding many books. One should not accept for the disciple just to make his followers and so that they can glorify. So simply making this so many followers so that they all glorifying you as Gurudev and you will be feeling so proud. No. Oh, they are all respecting me. No. So it is said that in the seventh canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, 13th chapter, sloka number 8, Narad Muni, while discussing with Maharaj Yudhishthira, the various functions of different orders in society, especially mentions rules for the sannyasis. Those persons who have renounced this material world, one who has accepted the sannyas order of life is forbidden to accept a disciple, anyone who is not fit. So whoever is not fit, you should not. Whoever is not fit means whoever is not tadviddi pranipati pariprasnena sevaya. Whoever is not having the so spiritual inquiry. Many people want to come to you and they want the rich people they come and they want guru actually. They want to do show off. Oh, I am also having my Gurudev, like that. And they don't have any eagerness to know the spiritual truth. And they don't have any eagerness to do the sadhana and to change themselves and to follow the instructions of Guru. Just for the show of passion. Just it's like a show off. Like I have car, like I have so bungalow, I have building, I have this, I have jewelry. Like that, I have Guru. For that, many people they approach Guru. Such an unfitting disciple should not be accepted by a Guru, especially by a sannyasi. Whoever is tadbuddhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya, whoever is inquiring about the spiritual truth, those has to be accepted. Next, straightforwardness in ordinary dealings and equilibrium in loss and gain. Let me see the where it is. This is over. Hariwasara Jatri Sri Krishna Shishya. This is also over. Vyavhare akarpanyam yathapa alabdeva vinasteva bhakshaachadana sadhane aviklam aviklavamatirбhूत्वा हरिमेवा धिया स्मरेत् अलब्धे वा विनष्टे वा भक्ष्याच्चादन साधने अविक्लम अविक्लमतिर्भूत्वा हरिमेवा धिया स्मरेत्. सुनिए, please hear. Every time you should be worshipping the Hari. Alabdeva vinashteva. So if you, even if you lose something, sometimes in our life something happens, and like some close people may be dying, death may come to them, or otherwise some loss may be there. So in all these cases also, aviklamatir bhutva, he should not be agitated by these things. Harimeva dhyasmare, without hesitation in the mind, he has to full faith on the Lord, and he has to simply remember he should continue his sadhana. His sadhana, that means please. Sadhana means what? Pleasing Krishna. Sadhana means pleasing Krishna. So, and that is activities for pleasing Krishna. Which kind of activities? Without any other desires. Without any other desires, and also which are not mixed with the any other things, karma and jnana, which are not covered with the karma and jnana. It means direct devotional activities. So you have to continue all these. So activities, pleasing activities, because those pleasing Hari is the more important. And such a strong consciousness one should get. Alabdeva vinasteva bhakshachadana sadhane. This is this is the consciousness. This kind of consciousness one should maintain. But engagement of consciousness should never be disturbed by some material gain or loss. Even if there is some material loss, one should not be perturbed, but should always think of Krishna within himself. Always. How many hours? 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours. Always means how many hours? 20 hours, 22 hours, 23 hours, 24 hours. One should think of Krishna 24 hours. All your material activities are superficial. Those are only superficial. So sometimes you may get gain or loss. So those are all like Krishna is demanding Arjuna to think about him while fighting also. He is asking while fighting also. So one should, if you are fully surrendered means what? You'll be always thinking. Like gopis, always thinking. Always thinking. So that's a sadhaka will be trying to think all the time. He tries. Sadhaka will try, but when you become siddha, automatically your mind is going and you're behind that you will be going. When you become perfection. But in the sadhaka stage, you try to think all the time. Like a girl. If some boy is loving a girl, he fell in love with a girl, or a girl fell in love with a boy. Then, so in that early days, that love, how it will be? He is thinking all the time her lover. He in the school, he is sitting behind her or beside to her and keep on thinking about her, even while walking with friends, even after coming to the house and you are eating, waiting in the rice also, in the plate also, you'll be seeing her lover's face, his lover's face. And also while walking, every time, he might be doing all other activities. He is appearing in the family as a family member, but he is always thinking about his lover. So this is that means always one should think Krishna. The demigods. One should not neglect to offer due respect to the demigods. You should not condemn the demigods. But demigods, because they are all also devotees of the Lord, so that's why one should be offering respect. You should not worship them, but you should offer respect. In what way you should respect? There should be connection with the Lord. Without connecting with the Lord, and that respect is material only. You should offer respect. So with Krishna consciousness, you should offer respect. Means you should see these demigods as the limbs of the Lord, or otherwise as the vibhuti of the Lord, or otherwise you should see Lord in them. Because of that, you should respect them. With that vision, you should respect them. Not giving pain to any living entity. A person who doesn't disturb or cause painful action in the mind of any living entity, who treats everyone just like a loving father does his children, whose heart is so pure, certainly very soon becomes favored by Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, until unless that living entity is going to harm the another Vaishnava, because Vaishnavas are more important. So, in that case, so he may do the harm for the living entity, but otherwise, because if it's a poisonous snake is roaming with the Vaishnavas all the time in that area, so and if it is going to kill that Vaishnava, so then what you'll be doing? You'll give importance to the snake or the Vaishnava? Vaishnava. So in that case, it is allowed. And that too with the snake, which is enviousness. Unnecessarily it will become enviousness and it will bite the Vaishnavas who are surrounding to the you. And then in that case, we may kill it. But otherwise, so for all the living entities, one should be, yeah. So he is friendly with all the living entities. No harm to anyone. So that ends the seventh chapter. So we are going to see the offenses to be avoided. Why suddenly offenses came? Let me explain. We are discussing the limbs, but offenses why it came? Hmm. Seva Namaparada Varjanam. 19th item is Seva Namaparada Varjanam. 19th item. We already finished till now 18 items. The 19th item of the so limbs of 64 limbs of sadhana bhakti is Seva Nama Aparada Varjanam. One should be avoiding the Seva Aparada and Nama Aparada. So, since to study this item, we should know what are the offenses while service and what are the offenses towards the name. So, those being described now. Rupa Goswami Par is describing. So, what are those? ममार्चनापराधाये कीर्त्यन्ते वसुदे मया वैष्णवेन सदा ते तु वर्जनीया प्रयत्नतः सर्वापराधकृदपि मुच्यते हरिसंशयः हरेरप्यपराधान् यः कुर्यात् पादपांशुलः नामाश्रयः कदाचित् स्यात् तरत्येव स नामतः नाम्नोऽपि सर्वसुहृदो ह्यपराधात् पतत्यदः. Here it is said, if you do seva aparad means while serving the Lord, maybe you may put finger in the Lord's water. Unknowingly it happened. Maybe some ant fell into that and you removed and without changing the water, you only kept that. Or otherwise, you have to make the asana and you should clean it to the floor and then you should make the asana. But some aparad happened without cleaning the floor, you just put the asana and you ask him to come. Like this, several aparadas can happen while doing the service. So these are all known as seva aparadas. While doing the worship of the Lord, some aparadas can happen. And maybe you got the some sneezing and you did the some hutch sneezing. So maybe something close to the Lord it may went. It is done in the altar and it may be so offense towards the Lord. What kind of offense? Seva aparad. Because in front of the Lord you are sneezing is not right. So this kind of aparadas may happen sometimes. These aparadas are not so powerful. They are not going to destroy our bhakti. So this kind of aparadas are can be easily forgiven by the Lord if you just after doing the archana, after doing the service to the Lord in the altar, you just go and pray to Him. My dear Lord, I am in the human body. So because of me, because lot of maybe you from your body some bad smell is coming. We don't know. So sometimes and from your mouth or from your breathing or somehow from your exhalation, so some smell is coming. So but you are doing the service that you are closely you are doing to the Lord, and that smell is maybe so is not comfortable to the Lord. So this kind of aparadas are happening. Then you go to after finishing of service, you just pray to Him, my dear Lord, whatever the aparadas I did, knowingly or unknowingly, so whatever happened, please forgive me. Then Lord will forgive. Just by taking shelter at the Lord's lotus feet, all the seva aparadas are over. But willingly you should not do. It happens unwillingly also. So all these will be saved. All will be clear very soon. Harerapyaparadan yah kuryat vipadapamsulaha. So what are the seva aparadas? If you take shelter to the Hari, those will be clean. And but you do the aparadas to the Hari now, not service aparadas. You did aparadas to the Hari. That means you blasphemed Hari. Someone blasphemed Hari, Krishna. So then those also will be clean if you take shelter of holy name. You take the holy name shelter and I did this kind of before coming to devotion. I scolded the Krishna. I scolded the form of the Krishna. I undermine the form of the Krishna. So please forgive me. Like that, if you chant the holy names, if you take shelter of the holy name and if you chant, all those aparadas towards the Hari are nullified, finished, cleaned. But if you do offenses towards the holy name, if you do offenses towards the holy name, then who is going to clean? If you do seva aparad, those will be cleaned by Hari if you take shelter at the Hari. So let me write. Seva aparad. Seva aparad means offenses while service. These will be cleaned by taking shelter of Hari. Hari's shelter, Krishna. And if you do offenses towards the Hari, offenses towards the Hari, these will be finished by taking shelter at holy name. And if you do offenses towards the holy name, then who is going to save you? Holy name itself can save you. Hari also will not save you. Only you should take shelter of that same holy name. Holy name shelter only is going to save. So what are the offenses towards the holy name? There are 10 offenses, which are said by Padma Puran. What are those 10 offenses? You all every day we morning read, na? So committing, blaspheming the devotees who have dedicated their life for the propagation of the holy name. Second, considering the names of Lord Brahma and Hari are equal to or independent of the names of Lord Vishnu. Third, so disobeying the orders of spiritual master. Fourth, blaspheming the Vedic literature or the literature in the pursuance of Vedic version. Five, considering the glories of the holy name as imagination. Sixth, so and sixth one is Arthavad, is just the glories of the holy name or so some ardhavad ki arop karna. Seventh, committing sinful act. Ardhavad means so it's exaggeration. The glories of the holy name are the exaggeration. Seventh is committing sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Eighth is considering the holy name. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is also one of the ritualistic activity, like said in the Vedas as Karma Kanda. And nine is instructing a faithless person. Tenth is so even after hearing so many times this glories of the holy name, not having the full faith on it. So these are the 10 offenses we read every day. These offenses are very dangerous. Those will be eradicated only by taking shelter of the holy name. Even Hari also will not do that. If you go and ask my Hari, Lord Krishna, so please clean my holy names, offenses towards the holy name, he will say, no, that's not my business. You go and take the shelter of that same holy name. But if you do seva aparad and if you ask him, then he will save that. He will clean that. So that we are going to, this is the main concept. What are the different 32 offenses in the matter of serving Lord? There are 32 offenses, 32 seva pras. we are going to see. Besides that, so there are a number of offenses which are mentioned in the Varaha Purana. So in Varaha Purana also mentioned. So then after that, in the Padma Purana, it is said that so the 10 offenses, you see, these are the 10 offenses towards the holy name. So all these has to be avoided. There are two lists are there. One is Seva Prad list and second is Nama Prad list. Seva Prad list is here. Let me so read this, and if anything is there, then I will explain. Otherwise, if it is self-explanatory, I will leave. So one by one, 32 are there. So one should not enter the temple of deity in a car or palanquin or with shoes on the feet. You should not enter into the temple with the shoes. It's a Lord's house. You should have respect for that. So that's why you should not enter into that. And also you should not take car inside the temple. You should not pose like a hero in front of the Lord. In the car, like, oh, hi, how are you, baby? No, not like that. You should be very humble servant in front of him. In the temple, you should not so hangama. You should be simple and like a servant you should enter. Your clothes and your everything should be clean. Your body and your clothes should be clean. You should not go with the dirty clothes and with the dirty body. And you should not show our so dirty kind of so clothes and bad smelling, and it will be giving the uncomfortableness to the Lord. He's you should be going with very clean. You should not decorate yourself so rich, no need, and you should not pose like a great hero in front of him. And removing the collar, so removing the collar and like movie heroes they do, cine heroes, not like that. You should not do like a pose, and you should not think that everyone should see you. So nicely putting lipsticks, so much decorating this and that, and all the people in the temple also should see me, not the Lord. This kind of pose you should not do. You should wear, and you should just close your head with the your sari and go decently actually. And it's you are there, but you should not don't think that I should create the great influence in the people audience. In the temple, everyone should see me, not the Lord. This is not good. This is seva prad. Next, second, one should not fail to observe various festivals for pleasure of Supreme Personality of Godhead, such as Janmashtami and Ratha Yatra. Is clear? Janmashtami and Ratha Yatras, you should observe these festivals. That means doing fasting and chanting the mantras more and serving the Lord, because it's a festival. That's a Lord's birth. We are so happy, excited. We should serve Him. We should participate in His service. Anyhow, somehow or other way, whatever the way you have availability, you should serve. But you should be feeling that that day, special day. Don't think that it's normal day like other days. Then it's a seva paradh. One should not avoid bowing down before the deity. You should not become lazy to pay obeisances to the Lord. If you have severe problem in your knees, that's another thing. At least by the mind, you should do the obeisances. The old people who are more than 80 years, they may not bend it, they may not do the offering. Fine, they should do mentally. But otherwise, you should not feel lazy to offer the obeisances. Dandavat, male should do the dandavat completely like a stick. How if you fell it, if you leave it, then how it is falling on the ground completely the same way. Our whole body should touch the ground. And in the case of woman should not do dandavat. No, panchanga pranam only. So panchang pranam she should do. Next, fourth, one should not enter the temple to worship the Lord without having washed one's hands and feet after eating. With Jota Hath, Muchi, Jota Hath, you should not go. So you might be thinking, oh, just I ate this some small sweet and it's dirty, already used your hand to eat. And that's now it's contaminated. You should clean it. You should not feel lazy to wash. Oh, this is a winter season, I cannot wash. You are lazy, then you are doing the seva prad. Next, one should not enter a temple in a contaminated state. After passing stool and without taking bath, you should not enter. Even it's a cold season or any season. So in temple, you should all the time you should be clean. After passing stool and after immediately should clean the entire body. That is a must. After passing urine, you have to clean your hands and legs. And also you should do 3 times achaman with the water and take the water into the mouth and throw it. So like that 3 times you should do. Otherwise, it's a seva prad. One should not bow down on one hand. You should bow down on the two hands. One should not circumambulate in front of Sri Krishna. You should not rotate yourself like in front of Krishna, like this 360 degrees rotation. No. You should circumambulate the Lord, but you should not rotate yourself. Next, one should not spread his legs before deity. You should not show your feet to the Lord. You have to cover your feet all the time. Whenever you sit in the front of the Lord, so you have to cover your feet with the either sari or otherwise either dhoti. One should not sit before the deity holding the ankles, elbow, and knees with one's hands. So, like this, you should not sit. Ankles, elbow, or knees. You should sit properly. One should not lie down before deity of Krishna. You should not sleep. That means, lie down means like taking the rest. In front of Krishna, you should not sleep. Lie down means sleeping. No. One should not accept prasada before deity. You should not eat in front of him. You have to close the curtain and then you can take. Otherwise, while his altar is open, you should not eat in front of them. One should not never speak a lie before the deity. Lying, one should not lie at any time. But even in some emergency case also, if you lie, because in the Bhagavatam it is said, Sukracharya says, one can lie in 5 situations when, so for someone's marriage to set it, and when the life threat is there. So such a cases, one is allowed to lie, but here in front of deity you should not lie. Even that also. One should not accept. One should not talk very loudly before the deity. You should not shout in front of deity and calling someone loudly. No. One should not talk with others before deity. Just you enter to the temple and now Lord is in front of you standing and you are just giving attention towards him and you are keep on speaking with someone else. Nonsense. If you are speaking his beauty and glory with another devotee, it's okay. But you are keep on speaking your something, whatever happened in your office or in your home, family, your material things, and keep on speaking in front of him, giving not giving attention to him, then this offense. One should not cry or howl before the deity. You should not shout or cry. You should not cry. One should not, because Lord is there. You should put faith on Him and you should feel that He is a protector. Why you have to cry? He is going to protect you. But you can, the pure devotees, they may cry because of their separation. But here, crying for material things. You are crying for the material things, and oh, I lost this, and you are now getting the beautiful Lord in front of you, and you are leaving that, and you are just hankering for your material things, and you are crying for the material things. Then it is offense. If you cry that you are feeling himself as heinous, and with that crying, that's different. You're crying for the material things. One should not quarrel or fight before the deity. Two people should not fight in front of deities. One should not chastise anyone before the deity. Whatever you want to chastise anyone, so you take them out, that means away from the deity room, and you do that. One should not, that means even if you are a manager, don't show your great managership in front of him. Let him enjoy. And if you want to do anything like your managerial work, you take that person outside, not in front of temple Lord, and somewhere else you teach him whatever you want to teach, not in front of the deities. Not, you are not a big controller, and Krishna is a big controller. One should not be charitable to beggars before the deity. Don't pose that you are a great donor. Who are you? Everything is belongs to the Lord, and He is a great donor. He gave everything to you. Even we don't want to follow Him, but still He is giving all the body, senses, mind, intelligence, everything He is giving. All the facilities to stay the land He is giving, and to drink the water He is giving, to maintain this body, everything He is supplying. Without any free of cost, He is maintaining you. Without taking any tax, you don't want to follow Him, you don't want to listen to Him, but still He is giving everything. Still He is giving the material body, even if you have karma, so appropriately He is giving the body and He is supplying everything. And you are a great donor. In front of you want to be a great donor. Who are the donor? What you are going to donate? He already gave everything to you. He is the master and He is the owner of everything. So that's why one should not be charitable to beggars before the deity. Don't pose like you are the maintainer of some beggar. Do whatever you do things away from in front of his eyes. One should not speak very harshly to others before the deity. One should not speak harshly. Don't give pain to others in front of him. One should not wear a fur blanket before the deity. I don't know this. One should not eulogize or praise anyone else before the deity. Don't glorify someone in front of the Lord. Of course, he is a Suddha Vaishnava, then Lord will become happy if you glorify him. But if someone is so rich, oh, nice. My neighbor is so rich. He has so many cars and he's so great. What? You do this in front of the Lord? Your neighbor is so rich? Or who is rich? Lord is rich. So don't praise anyone in front of the Lord. Lord is already rich of richest. He is the richest person and he is the great. He is the Bhagavan. He has everything with him. He has everything in all opulence belongs to him. Even your intelligence, your knowledge, your wealth, your health, your everything is belongs to him. Why you appreciate someone? You should appreciate him only. No need to appreciate anyone else. But someone is a great devotee, how he is serving the Lord, and if you glorify the devotee's qualities, then Lord will become happy. That is allowed. But praising some mundane materialistic people, and if you are discussing and you are glorifying such a people, then no, it's an offense. Is are richer than the richest. One should not speak any ill names before deity. No ill names. Don't remember the Lord's backside potency. No. You remember the Lord's qualities, and you call the names which reflecting his qualities and his name, his form. Yes, that you can speak. One should not pass air before the deity. Don't release your gas, downside gas or upside gas. As much as possible, try to avoid and go away. He should not smell your gas, your bad gas. You are eating all nonsense and then producing all the bad gas, and he should not smell that. Go away from him and do whatever you want to do. That is offense, seva aparad. Okay. One should not fail to worship the deity according to one's means. Whatever the means you have commitment, you should don't be lazy. Yeah? So today I will worship and tomorrow I will do 4 days. If you have deities and you are committed to that, and then you have to do regularly. Don't show your laziness to worship. Okay, I will make the Lord to bathe today. I am feeling not to take bath, and even Lord also should not take bath. So don't do such a lazy activities with him. No. You should at least, yeah. So whatever the committed service you already have, it may be you are doing committed for one time only want to do. Okay, one time. But you should do that. 2 times, okay, 2 times you should do. 3 times, 3 times, whatever. But you should not, out of your laziness, you should not stop. But you are deceased and you are un it's an unavoidable situation and you're it's very impossible to do, then okay. Then Lord will understand that okay. So my devotee has this problem, okay. But if you have your laziness and lazy guy and you don't want to do service, then this is the offense. Okay. So that's why you should do whatever the commitment of the service, that much you should do. Next, one should not eat anything which is not offered first to Krishna. Actually, Anya Bilasha Sunyam, everything, every padartha in this whole universe is there to please the Lord. How can you eat actually something which not belong to the Lord, not offered to the Lord? Are you the owner of that? You are not owner. We are not owner of anything. Even our body also belongs to the Lord. So that's why whatever we take, that should be offered to the Lord. One should not, and then only should take as his remnants. One should not fail to offer fresh fruits and grains to Krishna according to the season. So don't bring these some rotten fruits and which are cheap, and so that and Krishna will be taking that. Why he has to take? He will not take that. He will not take. You should bring the fruits which are very clean and fresh. So then only that only he will take. Otherwise, you may put in front of him, he is not going to eat. He will say that you only eat, and I don't want to eat, and you eat your sin. You eat and you get sin for that. I am not going to take. If you request him to remove the sin, then he will remove the sin. But he is not going to eat. He will remove the sin and he will give to you. Then you will not getting his love. He is only removing your karma. Then what is the use of that? So you are not able to, you are failing to please the Krishna means you are failure as a devotee. So in any activity you are failed to please the Krishna means, yeah, that is your failure. You should accept this. Oh, I am failed now, so what should I do? So failing in the any material activity is no problem. You may fail in the business, very good. You may fail in everything, in the pleasing your wife, pleasing your neighbors, good, no problem. But if you are failing in pleasing the Krishna, then there is a great fail actually. You are completely a failure actually. But you are able to please the Krishna and you are the failure person in the whole universe. Everyone is laughing. You are a failure person, no problem. You should be happy because Krishna is pleased. I am a failure, no problem. Accept that. Everyone maybe laugh. Let them laugh. Happy for that. My Krishna is happy, na? So that's why don't try to become a big person in front of the so-called materialistic people. It's a useless endeavor. You should use your time and energy to please Krishna and become successful. Then your life is successful and your minute is successful. Every minute is successful if you try to please him. Otherwise, what? If you become such a great person, rich person, and so everyone is appreciating Sabash Beta, it's a failure. That because in that minutes you are not able to please Krishna. Your time is wasted. You are a loser. After food has been cooked, no one should be offered any foodstuffs unless it is first offered to the deity. First, you should offer to Krishna, let him eat because he is the main master. He is the main. All your friends, your mother, father, whoever is there, they are later. Your relatives or your minister, maybe prime minister may come to your house. First, you should offer to Krishna, let him eat, then you should give to others. Otherwise, you are de emphasizing the position of Krishna. One should not sit with his back towards the deity. Don't show your back. He is not there to see your back. So you have to humbly you should sit in front of him, showing your face. your One should not offer obeisances silently to the spiritual master. Or in other words, one should not recite aloud prayers to the spiritual master. Jor say you should not speak loudly or you should not also without sound also you should not do. It should be just audible to your neighbor. That much sound you should make. One should not fail to offer some praises. If you go to in front of the Lord, you should praise him. Don't think that everyone is seeing me. So how nicely I decorated myself and I came to temple. Everyone is praising me or not like that. You should not think. Everyone is watching me or not. So let me see. I am the great person came into the temple. Everyone is paying obeisances to me or not. If you think like that, then you are a failure person. You should immediately going to him. Oh my dear Lord, you are such a great. You have to feel that. You should praise him. Don't expect praise from others to you. Okay. So now time is 7:30. One more thing is one should not deride the demigods before deity. So okay, you should not also glorify or the emphasize deities, the demigods. Remaining things, remaining very simple. Okay, anyway, tomorrow quickly I will read out and something explanation needed I'll give. Then after that I will finish eighth chapter. It is not a big chapter. It will take half an hour. Then I will take enter into the ninth chapter. Okay. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Prabhu, one quick question, Prabhu. When someone dances in front of the kid, then sometimes they do not like
Prabhu,
miscarriage.
voice is breaking, Prabhu. Voice is breaking. Hare Krishna.
Line is
You,
speaking.
no, 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 it's not audible.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Your voice
Maybe my
is mixing like something is not clear.
that's like
No,
can
no,
you hear me?
not clear.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah. Anything else from others? Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow, same time, 6 o'clock, 6 to 7:30. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Vancha
Hare Krishna.
kalpatarubhyascha kripa
Thank you,
sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।
Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.